Griever's 52.99. That's a lifetime best for him.
Well, I tell you what, an off-form Aaron Pearsley is good news for Liam Tancock if he can get himself together after that semi.
Well, Tancock's going to go in, I think, 6th into the final, which is not a bad position at all. But the top three, 53.0 or better. Heavens above. So it's probably going to take a 52 point to make a medal in the men's 100 metres backstroke. But for some reason, a shocking start from Pearsall. So the second semi, big surprise, new Olympic record, Stockel of Australia. America 2nd and 3rd, they'll all be in the final, though Rogan 5th. So did Rogan make it in? No, he didn't. Marcus Rogan didn't make it in. So the finalist, Stockel leads the way, that's a surprise. Pearsall's only 5th, Tancock's only 6th. Good for Tancock, actually, only 6th, that's a good position.
So Liam Tancock in the final. Gregor Tate, sadly, not in the final, but they both spoke to Sharon after the semis.
Well done, guys. You're into that final. How much do you want a medal now?
Well, we've got to see still one more semi, so...
Let's say hopefully you're into that.
Hopefully, yeah. Obviously, if I make the final, it's going to be tight. Anyone can really get that medal, but it'd just be another process for me. I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. Greg's doing a great job too, and I think it's, you know, fantastic atmosphere on the team.
Didn't you go shrugging your shoulders at me? I mean, that was a good swim from you, a very solid swim, and you got your 200 to come.
Yeah, it's faster than yesterday, so you know I can't complain. And I think I was 12th last Olympics in the 100, so if I can be better than that, then that's good enough for me.
Now, 19-year-old Becky Adlington from Mansfield is at her first Olympic Games. She's carrying the hopes of a nation in the final of the 400 freestyle today. She spoke to Gary Richardson.
Rebecca Adlington is hunting down the world record. 12-second lifetime best. She must be absolutely on top of the world now.
It's been a really good year for Rebecca Adlington with a gold medal at the World Short Course Championships. She was in blistering form at the Olympic trials with 3 British records. She's set to peak at just the right time.
She's focused. I believe she knows what she wants, you know, and she's a competitor in the pool. I've only got to know her over this last 10 months, and in particular since her selection on the team. But she's a competitor. She loves to race, and I think that's a good attribute going into the Olympic Games.
So swimming at an Olympic Games, what does that mean to you? Describe your feelings, please.
It's just the best thing in the world, I think. For an athlete's point of view, you can't get any higher than the Olympic Games. It's the ultimate pinnacle of anybody's career, so it's definitely something that I'm looking forward to.
Does it seem like it's a dream? You know, you get all the kit, you're going off to Beijing. Does it seem like a dream?
It does. Like, it doesn't feel real yet because we're here and we haven't gone into the village. I think next week when we go into the village, it's going to actually become real and think, oh, we are actually racing. Because at the minute, all we've had is the kit and come in here. So it's not actually, we haven't been around other athletes or anything yet, but I think next week it'll become real.
And when you go around the village as well, you can sort of star spot, can't you? You can sort of say, there's Rafa Nadal and there's whoever, you know, swimmers, athletes. I mean, that's going to be terrifically exciting for you.
Yeah, definitely. I've never been to a competition where other sports have been there. I've only ever been to where swimming or the diving is. I've never seen any of the sports, so I think it's just going to be brilliant to see how they prepare for their races. We're hopefully going to watch some of the athletics and things after the swimming is finished, so I think it's going to be brilliant.
And your own fitness in terms of sort of peaking at just the right time, where do you think you are?
I'm in great shape, to be honest. I'm looking forward to racing. I'm in the same shape I was before, even if better, before trials than I was when I did the times that I needed to do. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, in terms of events, talk us through them. Main hope?
I've got the 400 free first, then I've got the 800 free and the 4x2 relay. They're actually on the same day, the heat and the final of the 4x2. So I've got them both on the same day, and then the 800 finals, I think, on the 7th or 8th day. So it's pretty spread out, to be honest, but I'm really looking forward to all the races. And each one is completely open with the events. You could come first or you could come 8th or 10th. It's completely wide open in all of them.
What about swimming against the likes of Katie Hoff and Kate Ziegler? What do you think about that?
They're amazing athletes. I've only personally ever swum against Kate Ziegler, which was at the World Championships in Melbourne in 2007. Haven't had a chance to race Katie Hoff yet. I've watched her race, obviously, and seen how she swims, and they're both amazing athletes, but I think I'm just as good, so hopefully stand a chance.
Well, I was going to say, when you're out there, you're not going to be starstruck with them, are you?
No, no, I don't think so. When it comes to who you're racing against, they're just people at the end of the day. Everyone's there to be beaten.
Do you think you might get a medal?
I'd hope so, yeah. I think we've got good chances. Our 4x2 relay has got a brilliant chance. All 4 of us girls are just solid swimmers, so hopefully, yeah.
Hope it goes well for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, we all hope it goes well for Becky Adlington. Sharon Davies is poolside for us. Sharon, we've got our fingers crossed for that. Actually, we'll come back to you in just a moment, Sharon, because it is time for the medal ceremony for the 100 breaststroke final. Let's join Andy and Adrian.
And he join us just as Norway get their first ever medal in the swimming pool. And what a brilliant swim it was. Alexander Dale-Owen of Norway winning a silver in the men's 100 metres breaststroke. His time 59.2. Just outside the European record that he set in the semi-final, 59.16, but he had 3 brilliant swims here at the Olympics. And for a while, we did think he could win gold. So as bronze to Hugues Dubosc of France, his second in a row, won bronze in 2004 as well. Dale-Owen got the silver for Norway, but what a swimmer this man is. Kosuke Kitajima of Japan successfully defends the Olympic title he won 4 years ago, but the time was just stunning. 58.91, a new world record for Kitajima of Japan, winning the gold in the men's 100 metres breaststroke. And the way he did it, comfortable first 50 and then just built it home like I've never seen it happen before. Brilliant world record, first man ever to go under 59 seconds for 100 metres breaststroke. We've had some fantastic British swimmers in the past. Adrian Morehouse sitting next to me. You won this 20 years ago, Adrian.
Thanks for reminding me, Andrew. It's a great feeling. He's a great swimmer. Kitajima really deserves this. Well, for me, Kitajima is a real master. He's been leading our event, the old event, the breaststroke, for so many years now, and I can't see him being challenged on the 200. You know, double-double. He won the double in Athens, and I imagine we'll see that again here.
Well, as promised, we can go back to the pool and say hello to Sharon. Sharon, sorry for teasing you there a little bit earlier on.
Totally okay. It was a great moment, you know. He said he was going to win that race, and that's a really tough call, and he did, so brilliant.
Sharon, what about Becky's chances? Because she did really well in the semis. She looked very good.
She looked fantastic. You know, when you heard that interview, you could see she's confident, she's calm. This is her first Olympic Games. It's her first experience of a sort of multi-sports venue where all the competitors from different sports get together in a village environment, which she's loving. And I think that she's just got her head screwed on really well. You know what's fantastic as well, when you look at it, she can actually win 3 medals, one maybe of every single colour. I think maybe silver in this one, maybe bronze in the relay, and maybe gold in the 800. And that's not a forecast, because I think it's, you know, she could actually fight for the gold today. But it's really quite astonishing to see how far British swimming has come over the last few years. And it's been 20+ years since a British lady has won a medal.
Yeah. When you say maybe silver today, is that because you think Pellegrini's going to be hard to beat?
Well, I think it's going to be a bit of an odd race, to be honest with you, because we've got Manadou in the outside lane, who always goes off like a train. Pellegrini did exactly that in the heat last night, and Becky had to reel her in from about halfway. And you will see the same sort of race, because Becky's a very controlled swimmer. She's extremely strong at the end because of her 800-metre endurance, obviously. So be a little bit prepared for that.
And we must mention Joanne Jackson,
of course,
who's in the final.
Jo swims a similar sort of race. You know, she's the other way around. One of her other great races is the 200 freestyle, and she's sort of moved up slightly, whereas Rebecca's moved down slightly. So Jo will probably go out a little bit quicker so that she can stay with the mix, but she's still got a very strong back end to her race.
Oh, what about Katie Hoff? Because I thought she's probably a little bit disappointing. There's a lot of hype at the start of this Olympics, and she didn't quite live up to it yesterday, I thought.
No, she's doing the 2, the 4, the 800 freestyle and both individual medleys, and we were talking about multiple gold medals from her, particularly as she was a teammate of Michael Phelps, and she had a disappointing 400 metres individual medley. She only managed to grab the bronze medal, and I don't think that we can expect the gold today, but, you know, who knows? These are all very, very tough ladies. It'll be a great race. You've got the 5 fastest ladies of all time in this race.
Well, Sharon, I really should put you on the spot here. Pick a colour.
Oh, pick a colour. Gosh.
For Becky.
I'd love to say gold, and I think she has the ability, so I'm going to play safe and say silver, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for the gold.
All right, Sharon, thanks for the moment. Let's hand back now over to the water cube and rejoin Andy and Jameson.
We're just seeing Kazuki Kitajima finish his lap of honour in that brilliant men's 100 metres breaststroke. Wonderful world record that was. The women's 400 metres freestyle final. Look at that. Britain in 5 and 6. Pellegrini, the world record holder, in 4. Manadou, the old world record holder, the defending Olympic champion, in 8. What a field this is. Well, it's great to see 2 British women in the final, and it's actually, for me, really good to see them next to each other. I wouldn't normally say that, but I quite like that idea.
No, absolutely. It's good to see. It's good to hang out in the room, the ready room they've just been in for the last half hour with somebody you know. Even if you don't talk a lot to each other, you do your own thing. It's just nice. It's comforting to have somebody from your own team there. You know, I think this is going to be a fantastic race.